Hello and welcome to another episode of the Full-Time 15 podcast, where today we are reviewing match week 13. As always, joined by my co-host Rob, and I'm going to cut you in straight away, mate. I see you chomping on that Bakewell tart, mate. How are you
No,
doing,
yeah,
mate?
so, but, I'm doing fine. I'm struggling to swallow
Yeah, I
my
saw you
baked
take a
potato. So
big bite, so I was like, I'm getting
yeah,
it.
I did have to. Yeah, try to throw you off a little bit, but yeah, it's it's okay. I'm trying to relax a little bit just to keep the blood pressure down, and the heart rate is still up there from the oh Lord, from all the tension regarding the game. From all the bantering, and pre-game and what happened during the game. There was not a lot of football actually to that was played, but
hmm hmm
there's so much to go through,
Yeah.
and I got a headache from all the tension from I said from pre-game from during the game, and yeah, yeah, it's difficult, fucking wound up still.
hmm hmm
So, how are you? Do you want to take the lead on this game just to kick us off a little bit,
Yeah, sure.
please?
Very much similar thoughts to yourself, mate. Trying to get the blood pressure back down somewhat, but going through Twitter a little bit and it's kind of raising it again, to be honest. But
Mm.
it was like you say, there wasn't much football played in that game. I thought Arsenal were, you know, fairly poor, to be honest with you. A poor performance from us on the whole. Um, I think going into the game, if we start there, maybe
Oh,
there was uh,
oh,
a lot of chat, shall we say, from what what I felt was mainly Chelsea fans bigging up this game, talking about going to war, talking about what a big game it is, etc., etc., and how XYZ player is better than XYZ Arsenal player. Just constant, all this
that's
backwards
a
and forwards, and
yeah.
I was getting so agitated by it because from our point of view, or at least my point of view personally, before the game, we're going to Stamford Bridge. They're obviously bang up for the game. Just don't lose the game. We're 6 points clear of them. We're five clear of City if we don't lose. We don't have to win the game technically.
No, no.
They have to win the game. If they want to be involved in a title race, they have to show their intentions by winning a game at home against a title race opponent, right? We do not need to do that. We need to beat them at the Emirates, and I think we do comfortably. But that's another story on another day. We lost Saliba in the build-up. Big loss.
Mm.
Obviously, two starting centre halves we lost. No recognised number nine starting. Obviously, Marino. You can talk all day long about how effective he is as a nine and what he's doing in his makeshift kind of role. To be honest, and phenomenal player in that respect that he's a centre mid playing as a nine, but he's not a nine, right? Trossard injured in the week. Another player who's been probably our most influential forward this season so far, and someone who's criminally underrated.
Yeah, I think oh yeah. Looking at the price tag as well, that's a bargain for Arsenal, and I think you could see in the heart of the defense now that both Gabriel and Saliba they both couldn't play this game, obviously. But then I think Trossard is could have been the decisive man on the pitch actually today. So I think that showed even more. That was a heavy loss for me
Yeah,
actually. But
yeah,
you can also see that that they hadn't. You couldn't see the same composure, sort of, and how it's difficult to step into those big shoes. That Saliba and Gabriel are wearing. And how they have gelled together. But then you could see that they were a little bit nervous.
mm.
Incapia and Mosquera. But at the end of the day, yeah, they did. Yeah, they were decent.
I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, they got through a game in which I felt was spoiled by the referee, first of all, in terms of that first half, especially the first 15, 20 minutes where you're making tackles, okay. He set the tone with that Zubimendi booking
Yeah.
straight away, which is listen, fine. Okay, you book him. But then you book everyone that does it. You don't let ones go and then you decide that one's a booking. And he didn't do that. He started to, and then he let Cucurella have two or three nibbles at Saka, then finally decided to book him. Then he had another fucking go at him after when he was on the yellow card, which is no different to any of the fouls he'd been given as yellow cards.
Yeah, no, I saw that one. But obviously, I think that you can actually argue that not being a yellow card maybe, but there were after that
100%.
one during the game that you had like two or three more situations involving him, directly. And it's fucking quite fascinating how he was still on the pitch. But yeah,
Yeah, but I completely agree with you as well on what the point you made about him. That one I'm referring to, where I don't think it was actually a yellow card or a second yellow. But the point that he was booking players for those challenges and giving them, the yellow
yeah,
card essentially. So the consistency. I was actually going to message you if I had my phone to say after about however long it was, 10, 15 minutes,
mhm.
Caicedo's getting sent off. He hadn't been booked yet. He hadn't been fucking in the referee's pocket or anything, like in his ear or anything.
He got sent off, and he got sent off in 38th minute.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm saying to you, after about 10, 15 minutes, I was going
Hmm.
to text you to say, I think he's getting sent off today. The way he
All
was
right,
charging
right,
around like an absolute loose cannon into tackles and into,
yeah,
like, he timed some of them very well, but he got very lucky in some of them as well. And he pushed Marino. Yes, it's nothing in that. But he was so emotional, it felt like.
yeah.
And the
Did
whole
you see that
Chelsea
one?
team felt so emotional.
Yeah, I think that is due to the build-up as well. From the fans, from the
The-
supporters, from Twitter, from just social media, because I think they are affected by it.
It must be.
Yeah, there must be, and you could see, in Casado that I don't recall the exact situation, but there was like was it between Rice and Casado maybe? Rice remained calm, and then but he was so wound up, Caicedo, and I thought, oh, okay, he's it's very heated today. Um,
Mhm.
so
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
yes, so it was, yeah, you got a point there. So yeah, it was something about him that could tell you that something might happen today.
Yeah. And then
Yeah, it did,
it's
obviously.
yeah, and I mean from like from the build up like we mentioned, they
Yeah.
talk about Cucurella is going to pocket. He just pocketed Lamine Yamal in the week. He's going to pocket
Mhm.
Saka. Saka absolutely destroyed him in that first half. The amount of times he just sucked him in to get a foul, um, and he didn't give him a sniff. And then the other side, the other thing was that Chelsea fans are comparing Esteval. He's the next fucking greatest thing since sliced bread, and I think he's a wonderful player, right? But today he was awful,
Absolutely horrendous. Yeah, definitely.
awful. Booked at half
I,
time.
yeah, I
He
fucking love that. Because they were on. The fucking Chelsea fan base were, um, hyping Esteban so much before the
mm,
game
mm,
because
mm,
of that one Barcelona game he had, and then also, comparing Caicedo and Rice.
mhm.
Which pair did best today?
Well,
Oh,
this is the thing, right? They're now saying that
it's
forget
always
all of
something
that.
else, isn't it? Yeah.
Forget that. Don't worry about those arguments. We're talking about Reece James now. Reece James is
Yeah.
better than Jurian Timber, right? And
No,
listen,
he did very well today.
listen to
Yeah,
me. Yeah, Reece James was phenomenal today. I was so impressed with Reece James today. Had a great
yeah,
game. But he played the game in the centre of the park. He played in central midfield. So
yeah,
how is the argument that he's a better right back than Jurian Timber?
yeah.
Like, irrespective of who's better, I don't care.
And
Jurian
we've
Timber,
had that one before.
yeah, we've had that one previously.
Yeah.
Jurriën Timber, in his own right, has been one of the best defenders in the league in Europe this season, right?
Yeah.
Reece James is playing in central midfield now, and he had a phenomenal game, brilliant game.
Yeah.
How can
Yeah.
you say after that performance that makes him a better right back than Timber? Just literally on
Because
some.
that's people on Twitter, mate. Because
Oh
that's what
my
they do.
God, it
Because
was infuriating. But either way, James was. I thought he was very, very good today. I was very impressed with Reece James in central midfield.
yeah, really took responsibility after the sending off as well. Like yeah,
100, yeah,
immense
completely agree.
uh, centrally there. So let me just before we're gonna have to leave this game in just a few minutes, but
We are.
can we just talk about Lewis Kelly? Because I think um, we've been on this before, just very briefly, that he's somewhat of a security risk a little bit sometimes for Arsenal because
Flight
he
risk,
tends,
yeah.
yeah, I mean he tends to get booked in the most silliest of silliest, yeah,
Mm, mm.
situations, and when he came on, obviously that is a decent, it's just common sense basically to swap him with Calafiori, yeah, since he was on a yellow card, but then it takes him fucking 8 minutes or 9 minutes, then he's booked as well,
Mm.
and I take it that Arteta has been speaking to him, just don't get booked in the first fucking 30 minutes or something, and then this happens, and
Mm.
it's so just it's one of those times when you just go, oh, fucking knew it.
Yeah.
Anyway, just a slight little
No, but you're
side
spot
note.
on.
Yeah.
You're spot on because he would have
It's so
he would have said to
fucking
Arteta. I
horrendous,
mean,
man.
Arteta would have said
Unprofessional,
to him.
really.
He would have said the sole reason Calafiori was coming off was because the way the referee was refereeing the game, the fact he was on a yellow card, and the idea is you bring on Lewis Skelly one because we weren't very controlling the ball very well in the build-up. We've now got an extra man. He wanted Lewis Skelly basically playing as a central midfielder, inverting into that, an extra body, an overload in the middle then, if Caicedo's not in there anymore, for the control of the game and whatever else. Obviously, they scored 2 minutes after half time, which kind of put the spanner in the works to that idea, because we would have had more control of the game anyway, regardless if, when they scored, because naturally you sit back.
Yeah,
But nail on the head, mate. It's just it's brain dead almost. How you get booked 8 minutes or 9 minutes after coming on for a player who
yeah,
got booked. That sole reason you're basically on, not the sole, but one of the
yeah. No,
main
and,
is
and
because he's booked.
it's also depends on the situation a little bit. If that booking, if you really have to take that booking,
Yeah,
to prevent you conceding a goal, then by all means just go ahead and fucking take him down. But it was in the
because
middle of the fucking pitch.
he's in the middle of their half. He's not even in the middle of the pitch. He's in the middle of their half. Like,
Yeah, even.
just let him spin you and get back.
Yeah, exactly. Because you would have had a fucking shorter way back as well.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Idiot.
At that
Seriously.
moment, I was like, "Fucking hell, he's probably going to get sent off because the way the referee was going." So, in on the flip side, maybe we're saying it was a mature performance to finish out the game, to see out the game without any other hiccups for 45 minutes or 40 minutes, whatever it fucking was.
Mhm.
Um, maybe I don't know. I want to cut him some slack because he's a young kid and I think he's tremendous, but he has been a bit of a.
He's young, but he's quite experienced now as well.
Yeah,
He's been playing
absolutely.
before.
Absolutely, mate. I don't disagree with that. I just think, um, you know,
Yeah,
he's a young lad who come through the academy. He's done his fucking trajectory's been insane. So he can
yeah,
have his couple of off games that he's had recently, and he hasn't played much football either. So, um,
yeah.
yeah.
No, sure.
But missed opportunity. Let's round it up with this. I think,
Is still, but Chelsea did what they had to, and they did
yeah,
that very well. Defending with one, which is 10 men then.
Yeah.
and whereas Arsenal didn't really expose them as
We
much
didn't.
as
No.
they, they could, and how I
No.
don't know. That's exactly that is where I miss Trossard very, very much.
Mm.
This is he's sort of unpredictable, sort of uneven a little bit in his playing style as well.
Mm.
Eze didn't have a you know yeah he could have been the one who sort of just replaced Trossard, you know, like a straight sort of swap. But that didn't happen. He didn't have a good game, so yeah, whatever.
Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. But do you know what? I actually missed the Gyökeres substitution when Gyökeres came on. There was like a replay going on, and then they showed Gyökeres coming in, and he didn't
Yeah.
show been subbed. And I
Mm.
said to myself at the time, I was like, that better fucking not be Eze. And I understand why it was. I completely understand why it was.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly.
Because if we do score, let's say we go 2-1 up,
Mm.
we can't then bring Marino back on for his fucking duels in the middle or anything like that, like because obviously he's been replaced
Mm.
by Gyökeres. So then we leave ourselves in a bit of a sticky situation, essentially, bringing on maybe a Ben White or
Mm.
Norgard perhaps in there, which we would have done, but he preferred to have had Marino in the middle, winning the duels and all that stuff, and
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe hope that we'd get the goal from there. But I still, when we had Ødegaard and Eze on the pitch, that's when I felt like, okay, we're actually starting to dictate the game now. Ødegaard's finding space. Eze's picking up the ball in good areas. He didn't have a great game, but I felt like we were building something, and it kind of felt like we needed Gyökeres, and he had a great chance if Timber had fucking just left that ball.
Yeah, I can imagine, mate. That is
Oh, he was
the
coming in.
setup.
He was going to
It
crash the
it
goal.
was
Like,
just that. Yeah, yeah.
oh,
Can you imagine
fuck,
the headlines? Can you imagine the headlines?
literally. But yeah,
Right. Anyway, opportunity lost. Yeah, sure, but
not to be.
1-1 still, top of the league still. So let's move on,
Hold
shall we?
on. Still top of the league. We will move on, but that is a 1-1 prediction. Check mark for myself as
Oh
well.
yeah,
So
yeah. Oh fucking happy birthday to you then.
happy fucking days for that one, mate.
Hmm.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. Yeah. So we just start off where we started off the preview. Go to Brentford Burnley.
Let's do
Uh,
Brentford Burnley, mate. Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
yeah, ended in a 3-1. Actually, a 3-1 win for Brentford. It was 0-0 in the 80th minute. So you sort of so they took the lead in the 81st minute, and then so it's just a decent, closer than we people might have thought initially,
Mm-hmm.
but then it went on to be to three more goals after that. So
Couple of penalties, yeah.
a little unexpected, yeah.
Yeah, it was. Thiago's on some fine form, has to be
Oh
said.
yeah. Uh,
Um, and Burnley, listen, all intents and purposes, had counted them out of this game. And listen, they went on to lose 3-1. So if you just look at the result, yeah, is as is. But like you say, 80th minute, it was 0-0. They were doing very well up to that point. They even
yeah.
equalised in the 85th minute. Um, so they were always in the game. Do you know what I mean? So fair play to
Mm.
them, but they are starting to struggle quite a bit. And I saw a stat that they've taken the lowest percentage XG shots or something of any Premier League team this season. No, even the
What?
fact they've seen, they've got a fairly decent goal return in terms of numbers that they've scored,
Yeah.
but their actually expected goals is very, very low. So they're like overperforming or outperforming their XG. And obviously when that fucking calibrates and falls into the
Mm.
stations or whatever it's called,
Mhm.
equilibrium, so to speak.
Uh-huh.
That's where I'm just saying fucking words now, man. I don't even know if it makes sense, but they're lovely words.
No, it doesn't really matter because I think we're on. We understand you.
I am so glad that you do because they're just popping off and I'm like, well, that's a good word. Pluck that one out. But the point being, yeah. that the stats wise is saying that Burnley are scoring goals when they shouldn't be, perhaps, and eventually it's going to even itself out to the point where they're not going to be scoring, and that to me is a massive
Yeah,
worry. If they're not picking up points now when they are scoring,
yeah, exactly. So yeah, it was in this game the XG was 0.94 for them,
and they had a penalty.
and they had a penalty and they scored on that one. So yeah. Anyway, 3-1 quite expected, a little tighter. I think we were actually touching a little bit upon that, not being 100% Brentford win. It was now looking at the results as to say, but
Mm.
yeah,
Yep. Yep.
tighter than initially thought maybe. Moving
Yep.
on then to Manchester City Leeds, and this was also much tighter than
No.
100% of us thought.
No.
Yeah, oh
Are
yeah.
you kidding?
Mm.
I had a Leeds win all day long for this one.
Okay, show me. Yeah,
No, fuck.
excellent.
What do you have? 6-0 and I had 4-0, I think.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
that was like
It
we
was
were
going in
talking.
that direction.
Yeah, but
At first it was like 1-0. Okay, there we go. 2-0. Okay, looking good. Yeah, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2. Yeah.
yeah, I mean that, but
Fucking frustrating now with them a little bit
massively
to get the win now because obviously I didn't expect anything from fucking Leeds, away to
free
Manchester
kicker.
City, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah, sure.
yeah. But you're spot on because it's one of those things where everything points to a Man City fucking 4-0, 5-0 win, whatever. Haaland
Mhm.
rested, semi-rested. He got 25, 30 minutes in the week from the bench. He's going to get an hat trick. He's going to score. He didn't even fucking score. Like,
Fine.
what's going on? Do you know what I mean? Everything pointed to like a Haaland hat trick, a 4-0, 5-0, 6-0 win, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
We should have just gone out in a minute. Something's telling me this is going to be not that. But yeah, it's one of those freak games. And I don't know if you saw it, but Donnarumma, after 50
Yeah, I know
55
about,
went
yeah.
down,
I didn't see the situation, but I've seen the yeah, I've seen
Daniel
it.
Farke, not happy. Not happy, and
Really.
so, and rightly so, because obviously they changed formation, they changed the way they were playing in the second half, and by all intents and purposes, City couldn't cope with that change or didn't know how to cope. Obviously, Guardiola did from the side, but he couldn't get that message across to his players. It took a stoppage, for Donnarumma to go down from, I think it was Diaz that told him to go down essentially, and then he was able to implement his tactical change, which is within the laws of the game. It's just one of those
Unsportsmanlike.
unsportsmanlike because Donnarumma is not actually injured and he's a goalkeeper, so you can't take him off. So there's that argument of, well, change the rule, make them take a player off if the goalkeeper gets injured, you know. So then you stop that because he's not going to want to lose a player
Mm.
unless he's obviously fucking decapitated or whatever. But you know what I mean. So there is that element to it as well. Um,
Yeah, that really
very
blew up
sneaky.
on the internet. So yeah.
Very sneaky from Guardiola as expected. He knows every
Mm.
loophole there is. So
That's what they have to do, at
yeah.
home to Leeds. Mm.
Hey, like we said when Sunderland moved the Hoardings, mate. Take any advantage you can, no matter who you're playing against or who you are.
Yeah.
It's like I say, I don't like it, but I don't hate it in terms of them doing it because they can do it, if that makes sense. It's unsportsmanlike though.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I
Anyway,
agree. Tells you tells you a lot about this league as well. You can't relax. So
yeah, exactly,
uh,
exactly right.
Manchester City Leeds, sure, but yeah, it's still a fucking Premier League game, mate.
Exactly.
Right. Okay, moving on then.
Moving swiftly on, mate. Where are we going now?
Sunderland Bournemouth. What a game
Oh,
that was! Fantastic. We predicted that one as well to be a brilliant game, and it was.
yes.
Oh Lord, even for neutrals, man, for
Oh,
us. So that was wow. That was not a game. That was not a match. That was a battle.
that was
Serious
splendid.
fucking battle,
Splendid.
man.
Splendid game. Like you say,
Yeah,
we picked that one to be um, to be a great game. And
yeah,
it
yeah.
was. I didn't expect it quite to turn out the way it did. Uh, a come
No,
against Guard and
no,
fucking
not really. But it was, yeah, mate. Yeah,
it was phenomenal, and that's what the Premier League's all about. Loved it. Granit Xhaka again. Honestly, he's like
yeah. He's carrying that team, and he
he's
thrives, man. He likes it so much, with the responsibility that he has, and you know they know it. He knows it. It's just a super match.
100%, mate. Completely agree. Um, Phenomenal game. I ain't got much more to say about it, to be honest, other than I'm just it's a great spectacle for the Premier League, to be honest. And long may Sunderland's form continue at home when all the big
Yeah.
boys have to go there and try and pick up some points. So
Oh yeah, exactly, exactly. It's uh sorry, I lost the word. It's just a very hostile place to go. I think is it Sunderland Newcastle next weekend, or is it Newcastle Sunderland? I think
I
it's
I
I
don't
think
know.
it's that derby anyway.
Let me
Is it
see.
Tyne where?
No, it can't be. Because Sunderland are playing Man City away next weekend.
Is it within 2 weeks then maybe?
Oh Christ, you're asking a lot, mate. Hold
I
on.
don't know. Whatever. It
No,
doesn't
I'll
really
get them, mate.
matter. It's just
Give me 3 seconds, mate. 14th of December, Sunderland Newcastle, Tyne Derby.
Tyne derby. There you go. Perfect. We mentioned we were talking about the weather, up in Sunderland, and Bournemouth went
Baltic.
2 nil up, and then we're pissing it down, 2 nil up. Yeah, this is not going to last in this weather. Away at Sunderland, no way. It's gonna be fucking fire this game.
You
And
love
we
the
were
weather,
right about
mate.
that.
You love
Mm.
a weather stat. You do love a weather stat, so yeah. Listen,
Yeah,
it's important. It's important.
the trips, mate. Traveling legs, and then you got the weather. Ah, yeah.
Okay, all out in favour.
The ball tends to be really round, in these weather conditions. They can,
Curvature of the earth, mate.
yeah, exactly. Right, moving on then. Everton Newcastle.
Toffees against the Magpies, mate. Absolute rip roarer. Completely against the run of play for what I predicted. I had
Yeah,
Everton
me too. I thought
doing
that.
well in
Yeah.
this one, and they basically did what they did against Spurs at home in this one. I in the build up to that, I was like, I've got high hopes for them getting something, and they did exactly the fucking same and just crumbled. Um, what can I say? What more can I say? They crumbled, and yeah, didn't like it.
8-2 was the shots on target for Newcastle.
82.
Wow. 8 against Everton's 2.
Well, you didn't say that, did you? You just said 8-2.
8,
Sound like
8,
82.
8-2.
High volume.
Anyway. So yeah, I guess it'll run a play as what from what we both predicted.
Yep. Unfortunately so. Unfortunately so. But
Yeah,
I think isn't it?
important for Newcastle to get that win, I think, because they've been dipping in form a bit, recently, and
Yep.
not just to get the win, to get that actually emphatic win, and with Voltemar now on the score sheet again. So this could actually be the turnaround for Newcastle. We'll see about that. So if it all just now come together, within 14 days we got the Tank Derby, as I said, so that could be two very informed teams.
It will be
Uh,
two informed teams because Newcastle
like,
play Tottenham on fucking Tuesday nights. That's
here
3 points in
go.
the bag. Come on.
Speaking of Tottenham, they played at home to Fulham, and we've been on Tottenham's own form, man. And what is Vicario doing? Nobody cares.
Right, what's their defense doing, mate? Vicario,
Yeah, you
he
should
fucked
be
off.
fucking on the
Yeah,
line, run it, defending it.
exactly. He fucked off into the corner. Okay, fair enough. He's fucked up there. But what's his defenders doing?
Well, yeah, it's got thank you.
That's like 10-year-old stuff. Your goalkeeper leaves the goal open.
He
You
just, yeah, exactly. Just
At
Oh,
least
where's the ball?
one
Where's the
of
ball?
you go on the fucking line.
Let's go to the ball, everybody.
Oh my God. They were trying to play offside or something. I think they stepped up to play offside, and I was thinking, he's got a free shot at goal. Who's offside? Who's trying to be
Was
offside?
well done though, yeah.
Oh, it was a great finish, but
Great finish, yeah, sure.
Harry Wilson.
Um, yeah, Wilson, yeah.
I didn't tell you about this bet, mate, but I had a bet. I'm going to bring it up very quickly about this. Very,
Mm.
very quickly. Um, and I was fucking raging watching it, to be honest. Harry Wilson to have a shot. Yes. Kudos to have a shot. Yeah, scored.
Mm.
Paulinho to commit a foul. He didn't, but you get the substitute who comes on for him as well. That was Bentancur. He did make a foul, so check.
Oh, does that count?
Chukwueze, huh?
How does that count? Okay.
Because it's either Paulinho or the player that is subbed for Paulinho.
No, okay.
Chukwueze to be fouled. Now the thing with this one
Oh,
is, hold on. The thing with this one is they do not count if they're subbed. So if they're subbed off, the player coming in doesn't replace him. So the ones that are to be fouled have to be that actual
okay,
person.
sure.
So Chukwueze
Right.
to be fouled. Um, one card for Tottenham at least. That came in the first half. Bergvall to commit a foul. Yeah, obviously. Tete to commit a foul. First half. In. Last thing I was waiting on was Kudos to win a foul. Right? And I was watching it, and they were losing at the time 1-0. And he hadn't been fouled yet, and he hadn't had a shot. Um, and Paulinho hadn't made a foul. Spurs were going to make a triple substitution. And I was sat there looking at it going, fuck. Fuck, is he going to bring him off? Is he going to bring? And I was like, oh, fucking hell. And then he scored just before that triple substitution. So they don't take him off now. Fucking hell. No problem. Just needs to be fouled. And I
Yeah.
was going through the whole game, and basically I cashed out my stake back in the end.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Because he was never getting fouled, and he didn't get fouled the whole game. And there was one moment in like the 92nd minute where he touched the ball and he touched it inside, and I think it was Sessegnon just come flying in and smashed into him, but he won the ball. And I was like, oh, fucking hell. I was like, oh, bastard. But anyway, lovely bet. Gives
Yeah.
you
So,
something
so
to.
the bet went in, yeah.
Well, no, because I cashed out. I cashed out for the original.
Yeah, but yeah, okay.
So it wouldn't have won because he didn't get fouled.
Yeah, but it did go in, though, didn't it? Because you chose to.
Well,
Yeah. Okay. Well,
yeah.
that's
I
good.
just
But
wasted
I'm
90
telling
minutes
you,
of my
it's
life.
not good for you to do these kind of bets
It
because
is
it's.
because it makes it interesting. Obviously, it was interesting because Fulham won the game,
Yeah,
but it was
it's interesting, but it's not good for your blood pressure.
it was
Trust
fuck.
me, I know.
God no, mate. Fuck no. It definitely fucking isn't. But hey,
Anyway, another
beautiful.
win for Fulham. Just want to mention that as well. Like
It
one
is.
0 and last weekend, 2-1, 2-1 now away to Tottenham. But it's also down to how dreadful Tottenham are.
Yep.
Anyway, good momentum there for Fulham.
Home to City on Tuesday night as well.
Marco, interesting, yeah, to say the least.
Whoa, big one.
Important for Marco Silva, I think.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely, Marco Silva.
You might fucking just compare, confuse him with Marco Bizot, but
I don't know anyone that has,
that's
mate. But I love the shoe in to get him in.
yeah, I need to try it. Right, moving on to the Sunday. Today's games were Crystal Palace, Manchester United. I really thought Crystal Palace were going to win this because they've been struggling. Manchester United have been struggling against Crystal Palace in recent years, actually. Um, but yeah, it's I don't know how they lost this game, but they did. Um, it could have gone either way. I watched it. It could have gone either way, actually. So yeah,
That's
just
that. That's
shame
hard
that
for
Matt.
you to say. To be fair, for those watching, that's very hard for you to say.
Hmm.
You fucking hate Man United. So
Yeah, no, I was just about to say it's a shame that Manchester United got the win there, you know, at the end. But
puts them in a good position, mate. Up to seventh in the Premier League after 3 games without a win. Into
yeah,
seventh. That's what we said though. Everything is so tight, you know, down to
yeah,
Fulham
everything about yeah. Oh yeah,
15th. They've got 17 points, Fulham. all the way up to Brighton in fifth, who've
Yeah,
got 22. 5 points separates 15th from fifth.
yeah. Regarding the Champions League places or the places going to Europe, at least, have been switching during the games. All the time, depending on the results. So
Yep,
uh, it, it's quite astonishing to follow.
absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely, mate. Nothing further to add on that. I loved your thoughts on Mateta, though, by the way. So if you haven't seen that, check that out on one of our shorts. Uh,
yeah, just want
halftime.
to mention that was recorded at halftime. So whatever happened in the second half, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You're still
Absolutely,
right.
mate.
I mean, but whatever. You can't really apply that to the second half. It's just a
Fucking
little something, something.
oh,
For yeah, for our little YouTube channel there for our podcast. So
fucking
yeah,
mate.
okay. Moving on then to actually quite an interesting game.
Yep,
Aston Villa Wolverhampton.
it
Uh,
was
did you see that goal? What a goal for camera, man! Wow,
ridiculous, mate.
ridiculous. Yeah, it was. This we predicted. I think I went 0-0 for this one
You did.
because of the classic manager bounce that you always speak
Hey,
of.
it's coming. It's coming. It's
It
a
is coming,
delayed
yeah, and
bounce. It's coming.
we said that this was a free hit for Wolverhampton, but then if they could just defend and sort of try and earn their place in the starting 11 for the midweek match week coming up,
Yep.
then yeah, and a 1-0 loss is not too bad for Wolverhampton because they just need to get some things straight. Even
Yep.
though they didn't get the win, I think there are a lot of positives now to take from this game for Wolverhampton. And actually look at the stats here, it was 4 shots on target now for Wolverhampton, and I think we haven't seen that in any game for them this season just yet. So yeah, actually a huge step forward for them. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to follow now. I think
Yep.
they start really sort of an edgy uh, sort of comment or whatever, but I think they are way too far behind actually uh, to not get relegated.
Oh, 3 points. 3 points. 9 points, mate.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
nine. That's hey. Listen, they got Forest at home at the weekend. On midweek. Sorry.
Hmm.
That's a massive game for them. They win that.
Yeah,
That puts Forest on 12 points still. Wolves on five. Brings them a little bit closer. Burnley and Leeds have fucking lost four on the bounce themselves. And that obviously won't continue. So Wolves need to get a fucking move on if they are to stay in the league. But listen, it's not fucking. They're not out of it
it's
yet.
not over. It's not over, but it looks horrendous.
Oh yeah, I
Looking
mean,
at
not having a win
looking
in
at the table,
13
obviously.
Premier League games, mate, is
Yeah, and
horrific.
all of a sudden you're just gonna turn that around. Well, that
Let's just
that could
no
tell you there was something really poisonous. Some really
something in the water,
shitty
mate.
things going on before that with
Mm.
the ex manager there. So with him gone, well, a new sort of day dawning for Wolverhampton.
Well,
Um,
listen, they've got to do something different quickly.
yeah,
They're still there now. I think by Christmas, if they still haven't got that first win, mate, they're fucked. To be honest, no,
yeah,
yeah, they're probably fucked in the next two games they got their win. So,
mm,
um,
yeah. And again, it was down to having that ex manager gone more than whoever was gonna come in.
yeah,
So it was.
damage was already done.
Yeah, exactly. Right, moving on then to West Ham Liverpool. I haven't seen. Well, I saw Isak's goal, and that's it
Hmm.
from this game. But that could spark a little confidence into the Liverpool squad, much needed so as well. Um, but yeah, Have you seen anything from it?
From the game,
From the game, yeah.
from the Somalian imposter, mate.
Oh, Joe Barton, mate.
Wow,
Let's bring
Joey
him on.
Barton, mate, just spitting fucking. Well, I don't know what to call it, to be honest. But yeah, no, I saw the goal. I saw Gakpo's goal as well. Um,
Didn't he go to jail sometime? For
Gakpo,
breaking. No, Joey Barton. Didn't he
Joey.
go to didn't he go to jail for breaking somebody's nose or something during a game?
No,
Marseille, I think he went to France to play or whatever.
he basically he fucking had a what do you call it? He had a fucking run in with I think it was Darbo when he was at City. I think he.
Oh, yeah.
This is all fucking what do you call it? Not
Not fact checked.
not fact checked, right? Exactly, but he basically got into a fight with Darbo at Man City in the training ground.
Right. Osmane, was it? Osmane Dabo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dabo, yeah,
And,
yeah. There you go.
and blast from the past. Um, but yeah, if you listen to his podcast and the way he talks and stuff, he sounds like a right fucking idiot, to be honest, in terms of like the
Well,
way
he
he
is.
speaks about those incidents. There's no kind of like remorse or no kind of fucking
No.
yeah, fucking he's got a few screws loose, to be fair to him. So I'll watch what I say in case he fucking comes for us. But um um but yeah,
Sure.
nutcase,
Well,
mate. But yeah, anyway, Liverpool. In terms of Liverpool, mate, good to finally get a win for them. Arnie Slot had fucking 2 games to get 2 wins, and he's halfway there.
halfway there.
Sunderland at home next, midweek.
Oh
Big one,
yeah.
mate.
Sunderland to Anfield. Well, that is
Big one for them.
wow. It's I fucking love it, man. I love it so much. I'm basically lost for words. You know, it's every single game has its own little life. Going on, so their own universe. And even though on paper you look at Aston Villa, Wolverhampton, for instance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Aston Villa, Wolverhampton, whatever.
Mm.
But it's not whatever. Yeah, there's so many things in there, man. And with the how with the new manager that they have, and his background, and whatever he did at Luton before that in the Premier League. You look at Aston Villa and how tight it is with the points wise in the table there. Um, and Aston Villa, Wolverhampton, that is a derby for me.
Mm. For you, mate, yeah.
You know, yeah, I mean Birmingham, Wolverhampton, that's really close.
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
So it's even that game. I'm sorry for all with all due respect, it's just no, it's
Hmm.
fantastic. Fucking love football, man.
Absolutely, man.
Like, yeah, David Brent, like when he goes like, I fucking love football, don't I? Yeah. Okay. He brought football into the office, and it was just what was his you know
Yeah,
thought of
yeah,
that?
yeah. And he was, oh yeah, mate. I love it.
Yeah.
Who was it that had the David Brent moment recently on Sky that was doing like
Yeah,
football,
yeah,
just naming
he did.
things? Oh fuck, who was
Oh,
Gary
yeah.
Neville? Gary
Gary
Neville
Neville,
was
yeah, yeah.
naming, and then he carried on going, and he was like Declan Rice, and then
Yeah, and also then I saw another one just straight after. I can't remember what it was, but it was football related. I think it was just he also did this, and I was supposed to text you, but I forgot that. But whatever. Uh, Super funny.
Oh, brilliant.
This is the second podcast in a row. We actually make
A reference to The Office.
a reference. Yeah,
Yeah. We'll have to do a couple of shorts on The Office, mate.
yeah,
Uh,
bringing it back.
rolling back the years. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, good win for Liverpool. Um, not much left to be said apart from Paquetá. Did you
Oh
see that?
yeah,
Fucking brain dead fella just talks himself into a fucking red card. Just
I was
absolutely.
that well, yeah, I was supposed to ask you actually about that before. I just saw it like in the 83rd and 84th minute.
Uh,
Two yellow cards, so something must have happened. Yeah,
he was absolutely seething about something that had happened, and he was just not
I'll
calm.
have a look. I'll have a look.
But but he released a statement on Twitter,
Hmm.
and he said, "This is what he said: It's ridiculous to have your life and career affected for 2 years without any psychological support from the federation. Perhaps this ridiculous behaviour, his
What?
behaviour today, is just a reflection of everything I've had to endure, and it seems have to continue enduring. I'm sorry if I am not perfect." His
Wow.
his like I get where he's coming from, but at the same time, he does not help himself. He's asking to be sent off, basically, repeatedly going fucking at the ref.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to dig into that actually. Yeah, I haven't seen
Check that out, mate, because it's
any of
wild.
I will. Did we speak anything about not Nottingham Forest taking on Brighton?
We didn't, mate. That was at the same time as the West Ham Liverpool one, so you could have
Oh
just
yeah, sorry.
nice
Yeah,
little segue into that
we
one.
got ahead
No
of
one
it a
would have
little
been
bit.
none the fucking wiser, mate.
Hmm. Well, something, we are not perfect. Like I
It's
get that.
unlike
So,
you to miss a game, mate. I'll be honest.
well, thank you.
Thank you. It was like 3 podcasts ago you missed a complete game, but well,
Yeah, yeah. But
maybe.
there you are, my friend. Just because I need backing. I need you. Like I just, uh, I just fucking need you.
It's so emotional.
I
Uh,
know. Yeah.
Nottingham Brighton, mate. What are your thoughts? Well, you called this one actually.
We were,
Brighton would win.
yeah, I think I went with a 1-0 win, but
You
I
went 2-1, mate. I'll tell you now. You went 2-1.
oh did I? Okay. Anyway, leaning towards a Brighton win. Um, and that was the most you know
One-sided.
uh, the favourites won.
Were they
It was
the betting
quite
favourites? Oh, they were. Oh, Jesus.
yeah, and it was as predicted. Brighton went on to win this one. Actually, they did score without Welbeck on the score sheet, which is quite
Quite.
amazing.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Um, but they are doing again. They haven't this type of season where they are low key doing very well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they've climbed up to fifth place,
Who was it? Was it who?
22 points, 8 points off the top of the table.
And who
Yeah,
was it that we said, or I said, that they could be in the Champions League spaces at the end of the week, at the end of the weekend, and you went, well, they're not going to be because Sunderland are
they're
going to
not.
win, Palace are going to win, and Villa are going to win. Was it Brighton? Yeah,
Oh,
it must have been.
mate,
It must have been.
I
I'll
don't
play
know.
it back. I'm pretty sure it was Brighton. Um, and listen, fifth
Yeah, but
Champions League, mate. Fifth is Champions League.
it isn't there.
It fucking is, mate.
Nope.
Fifth is Champions League because Arsenal are going to win the Champions League, and it's going to provide another spot for
Oh, hang on a
British
minute.
clubs. Come
That's
on!
our that's our cue. That's our cue. Just.
Another podcast done for the week, mate.
Mm. Yeah, exactly. Right. So anyway, since there is a midweek match week now coming up Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I think.
I believe that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Shall we do like a preview tomorrow then?
We're gonna have to do something, mate. Yeah.
2nd of December. Yeah, that is. Or maybe on the Tuesday, just
Tuesday, Monday or
publish
Tuesday's fine. Yeah.
publish it on Tuesday as well then.
Yep. Oh,
So we keep it
we could do it
top
tomorrow
topical and. Mm.
and publish it Tuesday morning.
Yeah, we could.
Because if we do it Tuesday, we can't. We'll have to publish it at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon or something stupid.
Hmm. I
Wait.
wanna I wanna have a look on I wanna get the information of potential injuries and such from the weekend as well, and who's playing, who's not playing.
You
Yeah,
crack on, mate. You let me know. All right. My schedule's wide open for this.
Good.
But yeah, that
Fucking
is it,
better me.
mate. That is fucking it for another week. What did you say?
Fucking better me, I said.
Uh,
Oh, yeah. Okay, just laugh it off. Okay.
I will, mate. I will just laugh
Yeah,
up off.
I
Well, the duck's
need.
back.
Yeah, really have to dash, mate. So please listen to the song, which comes probably after this one, depending on
Oh, don't
the.
put too much pressure on it, mate, because I've been having some issues with that. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I know, I know, I know, I
No,
know.
but it's brilliant, mate. The song is. I love the song. Anyway, stick around for that. Hopefully, it'll be there. If it's not, I've had a technical issue, and it's just the end. The end is now. So the end is nigh. Anyway, mate. Sunday evening.
You have a great one.
All the best, mate. Speak to you soon. Great pod. Fantastic. Up the Arsenal.
It was decent. Probably top of my list. Bye bye.
Lyle's got the stats stacked high. Robin's got a hot take flying by.
They're chatting goals and red card cries, talking Premier League all night.
15 minutes, they keep it tight, but the banter's hotter than a Friday night. Full-time 15, grab a brewski cold, talking football stories, legends and gold. From the pitch to the mic, they're keeping it clean. Praying to the podcast gods, they don't get seen. Robin says,
Lyle, you're dreaming.
mate, that striker's toast.
Now worth the wait.
Lyle fires back, you're out of your mind.
His boots are magic.
Give it some time.
Two voices clash, but it's all in fun.
Football debates till the match is won. Full-time 15, grab a brewski cold, talking football stories, legends and gold.
From the pitch to the mic, they're keeping it clean. Praying to the podcast gods.
They don't get seen.